Welcome back, everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K. All right, so in this video, I'm checking out Silent Hill 2 on PS5 Pro. So there's two different graphics priorities. There's a quality mode and a performance mode. We'll go with the quality mode to see what the PSSSR 2 can do in terms of sharp detail and textures. So keep in mind, this is a third-party game. So when it comes to third-party games, whether they choose to use the PS5 Pro enhancements, that's up to them. You know, Sony cannot force them to do it. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's check it out. We'll start the new game. I want to make sure everything's easy. All right, so we'll just start the game like that. That was pretty fast. Nice. Right away, I see the detail. Sharp image. Like you see it right away. If you're somebody who's coming from PS5 base, I think the people who have PS5 base, they're going to notice this difference because they're going to say, wait a minute. When I was playing this on my PS5 base, the image was soft. It wasn't as sharp. But here you notice right away how this AI upscaling from PSSSR is making the images sharper in detail. Oh yeah, I noticed it right away. Sharp detail. Now, is there like a drastic difference in terms of graphics? It depends on developers. Guys, PS5 Pro can have much higher textures combined with the PSSSR, but at the end of the day, it really comes down to the developers and what developers choose to do.
I see that town.
Digital Foundry has emphasized on this many times before. It's really up to the developers. Sony cannot force them, unless Sony has like a special deal with a specific brand of a studio, and then they decide to do something together.
Waiting for you.
You are always going to benefit from a PlayStation exclusive games. They're going to take the full advantage of PS5 Pro. But hey, even the third-party games are taking advantage of PSSSR. So you're certainly benefiting with a higher resolution.
The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name.
As I said previously, to appreciate this high resolution, you'll need a really good 4K TV.
That's what I keep telling myself.
And if you're someone who already has a base PS5,
disease 3 years ago.
I think you will notice the difference when you upgrade to PS5 Pro. You'll say, well, wait a minute. When I originally played this game, it was soft image, meaning that it wasn't as sharp. But now with the PSSSR turned on, I noticed how this spectral super resolution AI, it's sharpening the detail because it's adding more pixels. It's generating more pixels, and it's scaling and upscaling a higher pixel count, so that way you can have a much sharper image. What are we looking at here? I would say looks like a 40 frames to me. I would say 40. Again, I don't know, but it looks like a 40 frames. The detail, it's very sharp. I'm recording this in 4K, but I can tell you detail, it's very sharp. Let me see. Yeah, this is really good. Let's pick up the map. I played this game before. But I'm surprised that Konami didn't utilize like advanced ray tracing with 60 frames per second, and I'm surprised they didn't do that. But I'm not complaining. This is great. I'm just giving you my honest opinion, what I'm saying. Um, so what do I notice? Well, there's a couple of things. Okay, I wanna emphasize a couple of things here. When you have a much higher textures in the game, in order for you to see those textures, you also need a higher resolution, right? You can't appreciate the textures if you don't have a higher resolution. And I think that's what works here with Silent Hill 2. Not only do you get these ultra textures that are being implemented here, but now you can appreciate these ultra textures because you have a higher resolution thanks to the PSSSR, PISR, that it's scaling that higher pixel count, and you can see the detail. And this is where PS5 Pro comes in handy. But then again, for you to appreciate the you have to go this way. For you to appreciate what PS5 Pro has to offer, and I'm sorry that I have to be a broken CD record, you are going to need a very good 4K TV. It's very important. Oh no, we're going the wrong way. Oh, that's right. Such an idiot. Can he run? Can you run? Oh yeah, he can. Oh, okay. People say, why don't you do a video in front of your TV with a camera? First of all, you can't tell a difference because I can only record 1080p. And you really can see a difference looking at a camera that's compressed with exposure and everything. This is the best way for you to see it. Record it in 4K, see it on your own TV, man. Yes, I know it's going to be a little bit compressed, but it's still going to look uh, great. These 4K recordings will give you probably the best idea as to what it looks like. But then again, I don't know, what are you watching it on? Are you watching it on your phone, on a tablet? Are you watching it on your laptop? Are you watching it on a $400 Walmart TV? I don't know. And then there's the compression that comes in. The reason you're watching this video is to listen to my commentary so I can tell you what I'm experiencing. That's what this is about. And that's all I can do is just tell you what I'm experiencing and give you my honest thoughts and opinions on what I'm seeing, and that's that. no different than Digital Foundry. So what I'm telling you basically here is that the image is sharper. Every game that I tested, the image is sharper. Now, when it comes to PlayStation exclusives like Spider-Man 2 and Ghost of Yotei, obviously PlayStation is utilizing the full features of PS5 Pro, so you'll have the best experience. Same thing with the Gran Turismo 7. You'll see when I start testing Gran Turismo 7, you will see. Oh my goodness, right? It's a night and day difference because now we're utilizing the power of the PS5 Pro. And of course, Sony exclusives will always benefit from PS5 Pro. The Last of Us Part 1, The Last of Us Part 2 will benefit, of course, from PS5 Pro. But when it comes to third party, you can't expect much. And that's why I don't know if Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to. I think Grand Theft Auto 6 will look better on the PS5 Pro because of the PSSSR. PSSSR is going to enhance that. AI will enhance whatever the source is. Do you guys understand how this works? The PSSSR, once it's turned on, when you turn it on from your PS5 Pro settings, it will enhance even the games that don't even support PS5 Pro PSSSR enhancements. So the AI is going to enhance the image one way or the other. So you still, even if Grand Theft Auto 6 doesn't support PS5 Pro enhancements, the PSSSR is still going to enhance the image of Grand Theft Auto 6. You know, Richard talked about this from Digital Foundry. You know, this is one of the things that we all have to remember. It's really up to the developers, and Sony cannot force third-party developers to take the advantage of PS5 Pro. Some developers do, some they don't. So it really depends. Like the First Light, James Bond, you know, IO Interactive worked closely with PlayStation 5, so they took the advantage of the PSSSR and you know the power that the PS5 Pro has. But you can always bet when it comes to PlayStation exclusives, like Wolverine is going to look great. The next God of War is going to look great. But when it comes to third party, it's kind of like rolling the dice because you don't know. It's up to the developers. But either way, I think you still benefit from PSSSR being turned on because even the games that are not supported, that they're not PS5 Pro enhanced, they still look better because this AI upscales a much higher resolution to your TV. So this is why it's important to emphasize to everyone who's watching my videos, you need to invest in a really good TV if you're thinking about purchasing PS5 Pro. This is very important. And I will continue to emphasize on this because that is the most important part. If you don't have a really good 4K TV, then dude, what are you doing? Buying a $1,000 console, dude. Like, what are you doing? Make sure you invest in, like this holiday season, make sure you invest in a really good 4K TV before you purchase PS5 Pro, so you can enjoy Grand Theft Auto 6 in the best possible way. That is my advice. Okay, I already saved it. Good.
It's like someone's groping around my skull.
Come on, James. So is there a benefit to PS5 Pro? Yes, there is. You're not going to hear me say that the PS5 Pro is not worth it in terms of like what it can do. From a technical aspect, it's worth it. But then again, here we go again. Here we go again. Like that White Snake song. Here we go again on my own. It's the only road I ever known. Like a drifter, I've been drifting all alone. And I made up my mind. PS5 Pro, well, I changed my mind. I'm sorry. Please hear me out, guys. Yeah, I'm trying to throw some comedy in here. From a technical aspect, this is a very powerful console. And there's benefits. But there's a caveat with that. And the caveat is two things. The price tag, $1,000, and then you need to spend another $2,000 for a really good 4K TV. So think about the investment. For you to enjoy what I'm enjoying right now, you need to invest like $3,000. And that's the question that I cannot answer for you. And I cannot tell you, oh, is it worth it, $3,000? Now, if you have already a good 4K TV and you got $1,000 to spend and you don't care, go right ahead, dude. You are going to benefit. But for me to recommend this to majority, it's tough sell. And I don't want to, because I know you guys will criticize me. Dude, you repeat yourself. And I told you I have to repeat myself because there's new people clicking on my videos and maybe they didn't see my previous video. So I have to emphasize on this, I have to repeat myself like a CD broken record. Okay. Yes, I am not denying the fact, no one is denying, okay, hear me out. No one is denying the fact that PS5 Pro is powerful. No one is denying that. Digital Foundry is not denying it. Everyone's saying, yeah, you are going to appreciate what PS5 Pro has to offer. But at what cost? What cost? And it's a tough sell, dude. If this was $600, oh my God, yo, the best console ever. But it's not $600. Why was PS4 Pro so successful? Because it was affordable.
Excuse me.
PS4 Pro was affordable.
Hey, it's okay.
There's a
I didn't mean to
difference.
scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah. I'm looking
How
for
much was
Silent Hill.
PS4 Pro?
Is this the right way?
Yeah.
What was the price?
It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
What was it? Like $500?
But
Something like that. I don't know. Was it a $500?
this,
Or was it a $400? I don't know.
Town, there's something wrong with it. And it's not just the fog either.
I think it was $400. Yeah, that's different. $400. Yeah, dude.
Maybe.
Yeah, dude. I'll buy it. Everyone bought it because like it's $400.
Kind
Like,
of hard to
yo,
explain, but
I'll be careful.
no problem.
I'm not
Take my
lying.
money. That's what I said. Take my money.
It's just-
Dude, I bought not one, but two. Two
I don't
PS4
really care
Pros,
if
bro.
it's
I
dangerous or
purchased.
not.
I don't have them anymore because I trade them in and I got something else.
But why?
I'm looking
When I went to GameStop, I traded it in and I got something else.
someone.
I can't remember what I've got, but I got something else.
someone
I think might have been Nintendo Switch too.
Me too.
I think it was
I'm looking
Nintendo
for
Switch
my
too.
mama. I mean, my mother. It's
But
been
at the
so long
time
since
when
I've
I
seen her.
purchased PS4 Pro,
I
it was
thought
worth it. It was only $400 and no one was
my father and
complaining
mother were here.
because the price was
I can't
right.
find them either.
So no one said, "Ooh, don't bother with PS4 Pro." That's why
I'm
PS4 Pro
sorry,
was
it's not your
successful
problem.
No.
because it was affordable, and a lot of people
I
were
hope you're
buying
right.
it. They were trading in their
Yeah.
PS4 originals. They were trading it in. They were buying PS4 Pro. They just had to add, $300, and they're good to go. They got like $120 on the PS4 or $150, and they just like add like another $280, and they were able to upgrade for PS4 Pro for like $280, and $280 upgrade yo, take my money. That's why it was successful. The reason PS5 Pro it's not seeing any success is because of the price tag. And this has to be mentioned. And it's what's now 2 years. This console, it's been around for 2 years, and it's like I said on my previous video. It is sad, but I will always have to mention the price tag because that's what you guys want to know. Well, what do you think, Mr. 4K? Is this worth it? From a technical aspect, yes. But from a price point aspect, no. So when can you justify $1,000? Okay, if this is like a 5090, like let's say it has a i9 processor and a 5090 in there with a 64 gigabytes of GDDR6 6X RAM and like some pretty cool cooling built into it and a physical media disk in there. Okay, that's different. All right, so you're talking 5090 with an i9 processor and 64 gigabytes of GDDR6X RAM and you know, that's different than and physical media built into it. That's different. Then you can run these games at, you know, native 4K 60 with advanced ray tracing, path tracing, all that good jazz, and you're going to benefit greatly from this. There's no question about it, you know. But we're not there yet. You know, we're not like at that like level where you can justify that kind of a, you know, price. That would be like the only way we could justify this price tag. If it had like something that's equivalent to like 5090 with 64 gigabytes of GDDR6 XRAM and an i9 processor, and it's like, yeah, dude. So imagine that a 5090, something equivalent to 5090 i9 processor, 64 gigabytes of GDDR6 XRAM. Oh, dude, yeah, take my money, $1,000, because you know you're set for another 10 years. You know this console is going to last you for a long time, dude. Even after 10 years, you're still going to be enjoying it. You know what I mean? You'll have so much power, dude. You'll be able to play whatever you want to play on it. Then you could say, okay, well, this is justifiable. I spent $1,000 and I'm getting something that's going to last me for a long time. That's a good investment. But this is a mid-gen upgrade. 67% RDNA 2 chip that's, you know, just slightly more powerful with 16 teraflops, 67%, slightly more powerful. That's what it means. And there's benefits, sure, with the PSSSR, but $1,000, you cannot justify that. $600 easily. I want to end the video by saying this. If this console was $600, this would be like in shortage. You would not be able to buy this. You would have a difficult time finding this console. You wouldn't be able to buy it anywhere. It would be sold out everywhere, you know. But the reason it's having a difficult time and anyone can buy it for $1,000, it's available everywhere. It's because everybody's looking at the price and saying, man, this is mental. It is mental. But from a technical aspect, yeah, you are going to benefit. But then again, remember, you're paying $1,000 and you also need to invest in a really good 4K TV. And you have to look at all of those elements. You know, you have to consider all of this. That's why I can't just easily, willy-nilly recommend this. Okay, and I'm trying to help you guys. I'm trying to explain to you what are the requirements for you to enjoy this and what you're going to need to enjoy this. So this is expensive, you know. So the console is great in terms of the way it's giving you a higher quality detail. That's great, but the price cannot be justified, and that's the issue. That is the problem. Sony needs to figure out the way to lower the price to $600. It should be $600. I'm sorry. I mean, even at $700, I cannot justify it. It needs to be $600. PS5 Pro, in all honesty, if I was the CEO of Sony, I would have reduced it to $600. So let's reduce this bad boy to $600 and let's just sell it. And we'll make money on top of that, and then we'll invest some more money. You know, and then more people will want it. There'll be a high demand and supply, and we'll, you know, work with our partners. We'll cut a deal, whatever. There's always a way you can make a deal. You can figure something out, man. I have a feeling Sony has been lazy lately. It's almost like they're not even trying, dude. Like there can be a compromise. You can figure out something, dude. There has to be a way for you to lower the price on this console, dude. Or otherwise, no one's gonna buy it. Now, don't look at me or like a few minorities like the buying it. You know, that's nothing. You need to appease to majority, and if the majority is not buying a console, well, then that's not good, man. You already have failed, and it's sad that this console is failing because of the price, and the price is not right, and that's the issue. All right, so I'll end the video here. What can I say? Every game that I tested so far, including this one, looks great. The next game will be Gran Turismo 7, and you'll see Gran Turismo 7 with PSSSR 2 and advanced ray tracing and all of that. It'll look so much better because they PlayStation exclusive. And also, I want to check out PlayStation VR 2 to see how Gran Turismo 7 looks on PlayStation VR 2 as well. But, you know, when it comes to third-party games, you know, it's up to developers what they choose to do. You know, Sony cannot force their hand. But what I have seen so far, every game seems to be upscaled, and it runs great. You know, even this one, of course. But in order for you to see that difference, you are going to have a good 4K TV. If you don't have a good 4K TV, then how are you going to see the difference? So, you know, very important that I emphasize this on every single video. And I know you guys are getting tired of me repeating this, but remember, I'm not just making it for you guys. I'm making it for new people who just came across my channel. It was recommended. So that way I have to repeat this for the new people because they didn't see my previous videos. I know those of you who follow me, yeah, I know. We heard this before, Mr. 4K, but I'm not just making this for you. I'm also making this video for new people who will discover my channel. Keep that in mind, you know. And I know it can be annoying to listen to me repeat myself like this, but new people who want to know, hey, is it worth it? Should I spend my hard-earned cash? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to emphasize this on every video because new people will come in, they'll find my channel, and I want to emphasize this, you know, the important part, which is you're going to need a good investment on a good 4K TV, and of course, you also have to pay $1,000 for this console. So without a good 4K TV, you will not appreciate this. And I have to emphasize on that. Is it worth the investment? I can't answer that for you. If you're going to ask me down in the comments, well, is it worth the investment? Dude, I cannot answer that for you. I don't know what your financial situation is. I don't know how much can you afford, what you can buy and can't buy. I'm not your financial advisor, dude. I can't tell you. you know, personally, this is out of reach for majority. Majority cannot afford this. So if the majority cannot afford this, then I can recommend it, you know. But if you can't afford it, well, then you don't even care what I have to say. You're like, whatever. If you're driving AMG Mercedes or Porsche 911 or BMW M4 or brand new Tesla or brand new Tesla Cybertruck, whatever, you don't care. You got money. So you don't really care what I have to say. But majority out there, it's out of the reach for them because it's so expensive. They have to feed their families, they have to pay utility bills, mortgages, health insurances, etc., etc. So for them, this is a luxury that they cannot afford. You know what I'm saying? So I can't, like, in my right mind, I can't, like, recommend this at this price point. Sony needs to reduce the price. And I hope that Sony will be watching some of my videos. Sony, you have to reduce the price. If you ever find this video, you have to reduce the price. You have to, or otherwise you'll never sell this console. You will never sell it. I don't even have to think about it. This is not even like, I'm not even a Nostradamus. I don't even have to be a Nostradamus to see into the future. This is going to fail. You're not making any money off of this console, dude. You need to lower the price. This is a common sense, Sony. I don't know what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. But you gotta lower the price. Understand that, Sony. Read the comments on your latest video that you released. Enjoy every detail. Yeah, it's true. Enjoy every detail, but at what price? You have to reduce the price. This is the only way, Sony. And the $600 with a digital edition. Now, if you want to sell it for $700, then put the physical media in there. Then fine, $700 for a physical media version, fine. But there should be two options: a digital version, $600, and a physical media, $700. And I guarantee you, a lot of people will buy a $600 version. And $600 version, then people can say, okay, I can save some money. I can buy a PS5 Pro for $600. But at this price point, man, $1,000, no way, dude. And it's sad because it's sad that not many people will be able to enjoy this because they can't afford it. Because you certainly do benefit. There are some benefit here. But majority will not be able to enjoy it because they can't afford it, dude. So you, Sony, you have to figure out the way to lower the price. You have to lower the price. I can't recommend this with this price tag. $600, yes, any day, anytime, I will recommend this console for $600. $1,000, forget it. No way, dude. No way. Unless you got a 5090 in there with an i9 processor and 64 gigabytes of GDDR6X RAM, then yeah, sure. Yeah, fine. But right now, dude, I can't justify this price tag, dude. Okay. Well, anyway, like I said, Silent Hill 2 looks great. Every game I have tested looks great so far. Obviously, the PlayStation exclusives take the full advantage of the PSSR and ray tracing and all of that, 60 frames per second. So yes, PlayStation exclusives will look the best because they're PlayStation exclusives and they'll take the full advantage of PS5 Pro. When it comes to third party, it is what it is. You can't expect third party to, Sony cannot force third party to make their games look super great. But either way, you are getting a benefit from the PSSR. PSSR, it's upscaling a much higher detail. So you're still benefiting from a much higher detail, meaning the high resolution is always going to be there, thanks to the PSSR. You just have to turn on the PSSR. And even the games that don't support Pro enhancements, they still look great because of the PSSSR. Okay. All right. Well, I hope these videos help. Honestly, I'm not trying to sell you a PS5 Pro. I'm just being honest. And I hope you guys appreciate my honesty. I'm not sponsored. I'm not attached. I don't have any strings attached to anyone. This is just a guy who spent his hard-earned cash, who paid for this PS5 Pro. Okay, and I'm just giving you my honest thoughts and opinions on it. That's all. All right, well, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Most likely, Gran Turismo 7 is the next game that I want to test. And sure, Gran Turismo 7 will look great, I'm pretty sure. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.